Able to get an Anna.
Los Angeles, January 1947. The war was over. America was supposed to be healing, but some cities never learned how. Hollywood glittered beneath the California sky. Movie palaces glowed. Cocktail glasses clinked. Jazz drifted from clouded nightclubs. Dreams were being sold on every corner. But beneath the makeup, beneath the neon, something ugly was breathing. Because cities have hidden places, forgotten lots, dark corners, places where nobody looks twice, until someone does. January 15th, morning, South Los Angeles. A mother walking with her young daughter notices something lying in an empty lot. At first, it doesn't look human. Some thought it was a broken mannequin, discarded trash, a cruel prank, something left behind in the dirt. Then, they look closer. And in that instance, Los Angeles changed forever. What police found that morning was not simply a murder. It was precision, theatrical, calculated, as if someone wanted the city to look, wanted the newspapers to scream, wanted fear to spread. And scream they did. Within days, America became obsessed. Headlines multiplied. False confessions flooded police stations. Suspects emerged from shadows. Doctors, actors, drifters, predators, liars, ghosts. Her name was Elizabeth Short, but history would remember her by another name, a name soaked in rumor, myth, and darkness. The Black Dahlia. No killer was ever convicted. No final answer was ever found. Only theories, obsession, and a question that has haunted Los Angeles for nearly 80 years. Who would create something this monstrous and disappear? Tonight, we enter one of the darkest unsolved murders in American history. A story of Hollywood ambition, media hysteria, psychological horror, and a city that may still be keeping someone's secrets. Los Angeles was built on illusion, on carefully lit faces, perfect smiles, promises whispered beneath giant movie screens. Come to California, become somebody, start over, live forever. In the years after World War II, America was changing. Young people chased opportunity westward. Hollywood stood like a glittering lighthouse on the horizon. For some, it represented freedom, reinvention, escape. For others, it became a machine that consumed dreams faster than it created them. Because behind the movie posters, behind the flashing marquees, Los Angeles carried another reputation. Transient hotels, backroom deals, violence hidden beneath glamour. A city where strangers arrived every day, and where disappearing was sometimes easier than belonging. Into this world stepped a young woman named Elizabeth Short, 22 years old, dark hair, sharp features, restless ambition, a complicated life wrapped in unfinished plans. She wanted more, maybe fame, maybe stability, maybe simply a place where life would finally begin. Like thousands before her, she drifted through California's promise, working odd jobs, meeting people, changing addresses, searching for something that always seemed just beyond reach. But somewhere along that journey, the story stopped being about ambition and became about violence, about manipulation, about someone whose cruelty transformed a human life into one of the most infamous mysteries in American history. Because the Black Dahlia case was never just a murder investigation. It became something larger, a national spectacle, a media feeding frenzy, a labyrinth of suspects, contradictions, false confessions, and unanswered questions. Nearly 80 years later, investigators still debate what happened. Writers still chase theories. Amateur detectives still study photographs, interviews, forgotten documents, looking for the one detail everyone else missed. And maybe that's why this case refuses to die. Because unresolved horror has a way of staying alive, growing, changing shape, turning history into legend. But before the headlines, before the mythology, before the name Black Dahlia entered American folklore, there was Elizabeth, a real person living inside a city that could be beautiful one moment and merciless the next. To understand why this case still haunts us, we have to go back. Back before the newspapers, before the fear, before Los Angeles became a crime scene. Back to the girl chasing Hollywood. Long before the headlines, long before the nickname, before detectives, cameras, and national obsession, there was simply a young woman trying to find her place in a world that rarely stood still. Elizabeth Short was born in 1924 in Massachusetts. America was changing. Factories rose. Families struggled. Dreams were often measured against survival. And like many families of the era, hers carried instability beneath the surface. When Elizabeth was still young, her father disappeared from the family's life after financial hardship devastated the household. For years, many believed he might even be dead. Imagine the uncertainty of that, growing up inside absence, inside questions with no answers. But hardship has a strange relationship with imagination. Sometimes the harder reality becomes, the brighter fantasy begins to glow. Hollywood was booming. Movie stars looked untouchable, elegant, immortal. The silver screen promised transformation, and for countless young Americans, California began to feel less like a place and more like salvation. Elizabeth reportedly loved movies, fashion, glamour, the performance of becoming someone new. Not necessarily fame in the way modern celebrity works, but possibility, reinvention, escape. And maybe that longing is what makes the story feel so painfully human. Because who hasn't imagined another version of themselves, somewhere else? During her teenage years, health struggles complicated her life. Doctors diagnosed respiratory issues. Warmer climates were recommended. Eventually, Florida entered the picture, and with it, distance from the cold Northeast life she had known. America during the 1940s was restless. Young servicewomen moved across the country. Communities shifted. Relationships formed quickly, disappeared quickly. People drifted, started over, lost touch, and started again. Elizabeth's life often carried that same restless motion. Different cities, different acquaintances, different temporary chapters, like someone continuously reaching towards stability, but never quite able to hold on to it. She worked odd jobs, moved around, built friendships, navigated uncertain relationships, and somewhere inside that wandering existence, California remained waiting in the distance, like a promise, or, depending on how you look at it, a trap disguised as one. Los Angeles, the city of manufactured dreams. By the mid-1940s, its image had become almost mythical. Actors, studios, nightclubs, opportunity. But beneath the advertisements, another city existed. Transient hotels, loneliness, predators hiding inside crowds, people searching for connection in a place built on performance. And that matters, because cases like this rarely emerge from nowhere. They grow inside environments, inside cultures, inside cities that know how to hide uncomfortable truths behind bright lights. When Elizabeth moved through California, she entered a landscape full of movement and uncertainty, meeting people, rebuilding identities, trying to create momentum, trying perhaps to become the person she believed she could be. But hindsight changes everything, because we know something she did not. We know where this story ends. We know that somewhere within crowded streets, apartment rooms, cafes, nightclubs, or passing conversations, someone dangerous was moving through the same city, unknown, unnoticed, waiting. And as 1946 turned toward 1947, Elizabeth Short's life was approaching its final chapter, not yet infamous, not yet transformed into mythology. Just a 22-year-old woman navigating post-war Los Angeles, still chasing something better, still believing tomorrow might look different. But Los Angeles has always been a city of dual identities. One face shown to the world, another hidden beneath it. And before long, Elizabeth Short would become trapped inside the darker one.